Now, on this channel, I have the tendency to focus on television and nostalgic media as a whole. I haven't mentioned this before, but I have a BFA in digital media, which is mostly focused around film. But also I've been educated in animation and graphic design. Why do I bring this up? Well, I have a weird love of old advertising. I love watching commercial compilations, I read about advertising campaigns off of Wikipedia. I don't know, I just like seeing that snapshot of what was relevant at the time and how something as basic as soap was marketed towards people. I also have a great fondness towards lost media. For those of you who are not in the know about what lost media is, it is literally media that is lost. Things that we sometimes know exist, but we cannot find. I.e., a lot of old movies are lost because archiving reels just wasn't a thing, I guess, in the 20s. I don't know. I'm sure you've caught on where I'm going with this. Commercials are lost regularly, or maybe hidden within some musty old VHS tape that you can bid for off of eBay. Point is, sometimes commercials are not archived and end up lost to time. Of course, maybe this isn't as interesting as, say, The Secret Gospel of Mark, existence unconfirmed, but I don't know, seeing Nestle mishandle classic Ovaltine commercials gets to me. With all that being said, I want to talk about something very specific and possibly not real. And it involves our two favorite things, Subway sandwiches and Cartoon Network. There's the hook, here's my plug.
Hey, it's Gossifo!
So, in May of 2020, somebody in the Lost Media forums posted a topic about a Lost Time Squad Subway commercial. Any of you guys remember Time Squad? Anywho, they said,
So remember when Cartoon Network had a partnership with Subway and they released a line of Time Squad toys? The toys are rare now. The commercial is really, 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 really rare, and there are no recordings of it.
Now this piqued my interest, as I recalled that I owned a plastic Buttercup toy from a Subway Kids pack myself, but had no idea that there were Time Squad toys, let alone other Cartoon Network properties turned into kids' meal toys. This deal between Subway and Cartoon Network started Dexter's Laboratory in 1999. It was tied to the Dexter Supercomputer Giveaway Contest, which I'll get into later. At any rate, Subway did have a series of Dexter toys in 1999. Then in 2000 was the Powerpuff Girl toys. 2001 was Johnny Bravo and Sheep in the Big City. 2002 was Time Squad, Samurai Jack, Dexter's Laboratory again, and Justice League. And in 2003 was Ed, Edd n Eddy, Courage the Cowardly Dog, and Codename Kids Next Door. And for some reason, Chowder in 2007, I guess. Mind you, some of these were Kids WB toys that involved properties that aired both on Cartoon Network and Kids WB, like Shaolin Showdown and Jackie Chan Adventures, but I almost feel like that's a separate thing, so I'm not going to include it here. Anyway, now that's a lot of cartoons. But after some back and forth, we quickly realized that A, we could only find the Powerpuff Girls commercial, and B, there were more popular Cartoon Network properties than Time Squad on that list. So why would a Time Squad get a commercial, but not, say, Johnny Bravo? Here are my multiple theories. Theory number 1, either all of them got commercials, but we can only find one of them. Theory number 2, only the popular IPs got commercials, but only the PPG one is found. Theory number 3, only PPG got a commercial because they were huge in the early 2000s, and none of the others got commercials. All of us were more or less leaning towards the last option, as there was no proof for any other commercials existing, except for some people thinking they might have seen it. So, case closed?
Wrong!
I found a few random articles on a site called QSR where Subway spokespeople would talk about the toy tie-ins. And one of them in particular, they talk about a game for their Subway Kids site, no longer exists, for Sheep in the Big City. That was very strange to me because why would Subway make a browser game for sheep, but not a commercial? How did they advertise the game? Did they just expect some kids to find it? Not to mention, I can't really find Subway Kids Pack commercials in general. They have one with young Hilary Duff. Oh my god, look how cute young Hilary Duff is. A boring one with kids and parents chilling. And I think both were advertising the Nick Jr. toys. But Subway had a lot of toy tie-ins. You're going to tell me only Nick Jr. and Powerpuff Girls got a commercial? I think that's weird. I'd also like to make the argument that the Time Squad toys in particular all connect. Of course, a display within the restaurant could explain how to connect them, but so would a commercial, right? I know my arguments are weak here, but to me it is not entirely outside of the realm of possibility that these commercials might exist. The boring one could have even been used generically, and then there's a cut-in of the toys at the end. I mean, I almost feel like I've seen that. In spite of all that, we could not find much else, except for the fact that one of those My Friends Saw It testimonials involved the 1999 Dexter's Laboratory toys. You may remember me mentioning the promotion was involved with the Dexter Supercomputer Giveaway Contest. And here's something interesting about that. For some reason, Dexter's Lab had a ton of contests, like kind of a ridiculous amount. And all these contests have animated advertisements to go with them. I found a handful of them, but have not come across a supercomputer giveaway yet. I definitely believe this one does exist and is attached to a Subway commercial advertising the toys like Surreal Kangaroo says here.
There is a possibility that there was a commercial for the Dexter's Lab promotion in 1999. My friend claims to have seen it. He also remembers a related promotion, I'm assuming a contest on Cartoon Network, that gave away supercomputers and a DVD with every episode. I know my friend's word isn't the gospel, but he tends to have a good memory, and I don't see why he would be making this stuff up.
Especially since I found some proof of what was being claimed about the contest. And someone else pointed out in one of the things I linked that more or less it does say there's a commercial for the promotion. So, here are the confirmed things. 1, the Powerpuff Girls got a commercial and the ad ran for 3 weeks nationally according to the QSR site. 2, Dexter's Lab had a commercial tied into a contest and I have not found it yet, and more or less the Subway toys were possibly shown. 3, Sheep in the Big City had a browser game on the Subway Kids site and it is probably lost forever. 4, someone in the forums contacted Cartoon Network support and they had no idea what they were talking about. 5, Subway's advertising was handled through Subway franchisee oh my god, this is a tongue twister. Subway's advertising was handled through Subway Franchisee Advertising Fund Trust, SFAFT for short. And for a time they were separate from Subway. The history is sort of murky between the two. Here's another interesting factoid. When 4Kids did their tie-in with Subway, they used the Kids WB site and their Yu-Gi-Oh.com for advertising. I thought maybe Cartoon Network did the same, but didn't find anything on the Wayback Machine. I don't know. We also came across a ton of message boards from the time talking about the toys, but not the commercials. And I have to wonder, how did these people come across it? Did they frequent the Subway's Kids site? Were they always checking up on the Subway toys that were available? Were they just that big of Cartoon Network fans? Who knows? And that's all we really know right now. So, the chances of a Subway Kids Pack Time Squad commercial existing are, well, admittedly pretty slim. But that doesn't mean that there is a possibility it's somewhere out there, possibly, maybe. But I hope you enjoyed this video and try and give me a like or a subscribe, or you want to comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. I've been wanting to do Lost Media stuff for a while now, so if you have more suggestions, if you're from the community and you have suggestions, I mean, really suggest some stuff to me. I have a great interest in all this. I know this is not quite the same thing, but I would like to delve deeper into these kind of subjects. Well, that's it for now. Bye!
Boy, I like instant tang, but I hate the idea of shooting a relative.